I'm Bowen Cairns.
And I'm Noah Davis.
And you're watching Game 3 of the Papa 14 quarterfinals with Roy Wills, Josh Sharp, Robert Gagno, and Danielle Acciari. As it sits now, Josh Sharp is with 6 points, very likely to advance to the next round. Robert Gagno at 4 points is in good shape, needs a second place or better here. Danielle Acciari needs to win the game, he has 3 points, and Roy Wills needs to win and get some help from other groups. He has only 1 point through the first 2 games. It's a very tough game of Iron Man and a very important game as it will determine who advances to the Papa 14 semifinals. As we lead off, Roy Wills is player 1, and again, Roy is in a very tough situation. He has to win this game outright and then get help from the other groups, as the top 8 players overall will advance. Usually it takes 6 points to advance, but every so often 5 points does advance through a tiebreaker. So Roy is not out completely. He just needs to rock this game very, very hard.
He's getting some good saves there.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the Ironmonger multi-ball, as you mentioned, and slams the ball into the War Machine, which isn't really worth anything. But he basically seems to be taking whatever the game is offering to him right now and working on everything at once.
See if players try and do a loop pass. I know you can often shoot the left orbit and then just get a nice live trap on the right side and shoot the left orbit again. So we'll see if anybody gives that a shot. Roy just seems to be taking whatever's lit.
Yeah, and Roy is a player maybe just playing loose right now. He knows he's got to win this game, and sometimes that takes the pressure off. You just play your game at this point, and play as well as you can, and then shrug it off at the end. He's already spelled Ironmonger, and wow, what a great save there on the left out lane, and not even a warning. We mentioned the tilt is pretty tight here, so it could easily have been 1 or 2 warnings there for a more challenging move. Just beautiful.
Iron Man has an interesting in-lane out-lane setup where the out-lane posts, the divider, is actually quite a bit lower than the top of the sling post, which seems to really make the ball. It gives the ball an easy path straight to the out-lane.
Yeah.
But Roy's been able to bump it out of there. Pretty impressive skill.
And he's got the monger up now by shooting that center spinner. By hitting the monger on the far left or far right, the magnet doesn't come into play.
Of course, the ball still careens off right at the edge of the playfield towards the out lane, so it's safer, but it's still not what I would call safe.
Yeah, it's never safe, and nothing is safe on Iron Man, which is one of the reasons it's such a great game. Just really excellent play here by Roy as he puts some bad ball into play by shooting the War Machine. 4 balls in play now. He needs to shoot a spinner to bring up the monger and then 6 shots.
So here's where the left loop could come into play.
Nice shot to the left loop. And rather than trap it, he one-times it into the monger for a letter. Strong multi-ball move there, and unfortunately that's the end of it. So the magnet send the ball back up the playfield in that case. And that is the end of the multi-ball, but not too bad. It's got 7 million. He did not get the super jackpot, but he has played well, and he's now in Super Jets, which has already added another million to his score.
This is a really strong opening ball on Iron Man. You can easily play this game and not break 5 million.
And he's already almost to 10 million, and he's now completed the Iron Man targets. This might be a good opportunity to bring up the fact that there is a cash bounty for completing Do or Die. There are 5 main objectives in the game. The Ironmonger and Iron Man targets are 2 of those 5 objectives. The other objectives are to light and start, well, never mind. Light and start the War Machine multi-ball and the Whiplash. But fantastic ball 1. 12 million on the board for Roy, and he needs it. He needs to win this game outright.
Well, and to finish that thought, not only do the players get a cash prize, but if you can finish Do or Die, you get a cool 50 million. Or 50 million hurry-up,
Yeah, if any player gets to Do or Die, they pretty much earn enough points just from that to win the game anyway. So it's set up there so that if such a thing happens, big explosion and cash on the table. Everyone's playing for cash now anyway. Josh going for, looks like Josh is going for bogey. Great save on the right there. As you mentioned, bogey, pretty much a sure way of getting a decent score, which is what he's after here, trying to earn at least 1 or 2 points in the game instead of trying to win.
And Josh with 6 points can probably rest a little bit assured and probably play pretty comfortably here.
Well, last place, and a nice save there, but still out of control. Last place would give him a 6, and it doesn't guarantee him a spot. That was a really difficult drain, much out of his control. That came through the bumpers, off the sling, and then to the left out lane. Pretty surprising drain, to be honest. Here's Robert, and as we mentioned, Robert with 4 points coming in. He needs to take at least a second place to make a 6, and a first place would be ideal, but Robert's looking like he's concentrating on the Ironmonger spinners to get that multi-ball going.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Robert doing a left loop, the trap strategy. Again, he's a very controlled player, and he's really good at the new sterns. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him put a really good game together here.
Yeah, we haven't seen him miss a left loop once. He's made it every shot he's tried for it, and he's probably set up for a left loop again. Robert sometimes takes a few seconds between his shots to just plan it out, and there it is, complete success in the left loop. He is not doing as well with catching the ball after it comes around that loop. As you mentioned, a live catch or a loop pass are the options the player has, but he's just flipping it away, hoping to either re-loop or catch another shot. As you flip away there, now the ball is totally out of control and could be drainable, but instead he's got it. And there's 2 right loops in a row. Very tough to pull that off. Now he needs a center shot to bring the Monger up. And this is a tough shot too. It's very tight, and players generally haven't been shooting for it until the point that they have to. So there's no opportunity to get practice on the shot before making it.
Yeah, you say a center shot, and it sounds easy, like castle shot on Medieval Madness, but when it's as far back on the playfield as it is on Ironman, and it's that narrow, it's actually a very, very small sweet spot on the flipper to pick that up. So it can be really frustrating trying to bring that Monger up.
And you miss that shot, it gets tighter the next time, just from your thinking about how tough it is. And bricking off the targets on either side of that shot can cause the ball to go right down the middle or to the out lanes. Robert going right into the middle of the Monger. That's just begging for a drain, but he got away with it a couple times there. And there it is again, a 4th shot into the center of the Monger. You want to hit it to the right or to the left of that magnet.
Robert is unfazed
2 more shots to go.
Apparently.
Dario was a better shot there. 1 more to go. And this should be an easy one to start the multi-ball. Robert at $4.5 million now, and he'll pretty much be assured of picking up a couple million in this multi-ball. 6 stops to the Monger will light a super jackpot in that difficult center spinner for a $3 million award if he gets it to that point.
If you can pick up all those Monger shots while you still have the ball save, you really don't have to worry about the magnet, because the ball hits an out lane, you just pick it up on the ball save.
And a drain on the right out lane for Robert and the ball. It's just over $7 million. So as Daniel Acciari takes over, a reminder that he needs to win this game outright to advance. He has 3 points. And we'll see if he tries for bogey as well as Monger. Getting a couple Monger shots. There's a right ramp projection. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the right ramp, the ramps are safe when it makes it all the way around, but specifically on that right one, if you hit a post or if you don't make that turn, it's going to head straight down the middle.
And there's really not much the player can do about it. They can try to shake the ball while it's on the ramp, and it sometimes results in the ball kicking out in a different direction. But the regular behavior is just super dangerous, and it's one reason why some players don't even go for the bogey. And other players, we saw Josh primarily made left ramps to make bogey.
Well, and with that low of a score starting out, I would have maybe liked to see him shake it a bit, just because he's got nothing to lose. You might as well give it a go when you know it's coming down that way.
That's a great point. And there's really, only 100,000 points lost there. No real reason not to try for it. Even a desperation shake that you figure is probably going to tilt, it's worth trying for.
If nothing else, you know something for next time. So we're in, this is our second manga round.
Yeah, Roy's gone all the way through the letters again, and he hit the War Machine off the top of the beginning of the multi-ball, which kicks a fourth ball into play and turns on a ball saver. So good stuff here, and he's finished spelling manga.
That should give us a jackpot lit at the center shot, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. It's $3 million at the center shot, and there it is, cashed in. 3 million points for a super.
Nicely done.
21 million for the game, and basically it's a lather, rinse, repeat at this point. He can continue to make those shots as long as he can keep this multi-ball going.
Sort of surprised he didn't keep that left one trapped, but he's been doing pretty good with the sort of fly multi-ball play, so kind of continuing on. We got another jackpot lid here.
Super for 3 million again.
Boom.
That's huge. It's 27 million, and Roy really making it difficult here for Danielle and Robert. Roy needs to win the game and get help from the other groups, but he is well on his way to a win in this game, given that he's got 27 million already on ball 2.
Wow. Nice recovery off the War Machine. That's about one of the fastest kickouts you'll see in pinball.
Yeah, kickout inspired originally by the kickout from F-14 Tomcat, which is also in the finals here, but then reused in games like Jurassic Park and a few others.
Big Buck Hunter.
Ram kicker from Big Buck Hunter, and more recently, and then this Iron Man kicker. They actually made a version of this game for sale at Costco without that kicker or the magnets. It's like, man, taking the pinball out of pinball. But Roy also doing something interesting here. He's also shooting the whiplash during War Machine. A beautiful play, as the whiplash is normally a really challenging shot and a risky shot. By doing so during War Machine, he makes that accessible.
Also picks up another ball saver.
He's got extra ball lid on the left ramp. He's got special lid on the right ramp. I don't know if I've ever seen this all together at once. Those are both worth points in this game. No idea how much, but we'll watch the display. Maybe we'll find out how much as he makes the ramps.
Yeah, they generally seem to be the extra ball on Stearns often pretty decent.
That extra ball looked like it was worth about 3 million, and the right ramp for a special was about 8 million.
Wow.
Oh, holy cow. 45 million as he cashes in both of those things.
Yeah, you don't want to leave one of those hanging when it's lit.
And as he works on the jackpots in both War Machine and Whiplash, I'll also point out that he has 5 of the 6 tasks necessary to get through to the Jericho round, which is an opportunity for increased score. And a tough drain down the center as he bricks off a tough post by the left ramp. But what a ball.
Fantastic.
50 million points on the board. Definitely the highest score we've seen from anyone playing Iron Man so far. And we'll see if the other players can come even close to that. It may be a battle for second, but unfortunately for Danielle, he can't play for second. He has to win this game to advance to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals.
Wow. Josh gets away with an incredible jolt there. And something to take note for the other players.
Josh getting away with a bit of murder there, and I know we said that the tilt was tight, and it kind of is, but this game looks like it's giving you one big shove as an opportunity. And like you said, for Danielle's ball, no reason not to try, right?
Yeah.
As Robert doesn't try, and he loses the ball down the middle off the right ramp projection.
So three of the balls we've seen so far have been ramp projections, which is a pretty common sight on Iron Man.
Here's Danielle, and he needs to put a ball together here. Get something going towards the multiple. He's got Ironmonger almost spelled out. Good bounce over there. Needs control. And he's going for Monger. Whew. Ball is rough. Into the War Machine kicker, bouncing around into the Whiplash magnet, and then down the side. Wow. That was the grand tour of out of control drains on Ironman there, and not much any player could have done to save that one.
This layout is full of just nasty posts and magnets and kickers, and just really, if you're not hitting a ramp or an orbit shot,
That's
that ball's out of control.
And there, Roy into the right out lane with that wide gap. There was literally nothing he could have done on the out lane to try and save that ball. He was trying for the bogey round to finish off and play Jericho. Disappointing there. And whoa, Josh continuing to get away with murder.
No
that
tilt.
Didn't tilt either. Both balls probably should have tilted there. Instead, Josh ends with $4.5 million. Not a good score, but it might be worth the point. Josh doesn't want to end the round with 6. Here's Robert, and Robert has started Ironman scoring. That's going to increase the value of the spinners. He is going for the Monger multi-ball, and unfortunately another quick exit there.
Roll up on
and
left.
Robert in second right now, but that's not a guarantee, as Danielle can certainly put something together. He is close to bringing the Monger up, and if he can get through Monger multi-ball, he'll gain second place. So Robert here, Danielle here needing to get the Monger out. He needs a center shot here. Good trap and very nice shot. First try. Now he's going to have to be kind of at the whim of the Monger. Hitting the Monger on the sides is safer than the center, but there is no safety. You must make these shots. Oh! But didn't
That
get
was
a chance.
that was a whiplash, yeah? Or no,
That looked like it was a War Machine shot down the middle, and he didn't get a trap out of the bumpers and through the spinner at the beginning there, and just the ball ended up out of control and a quick send down the middle, and that puts Danielle in 4th place for the game as he doesn't quite catch Josh's score. Josh gets away with those two tilts or non-tilts and earns enough points from the bonus there to earn himself the 7th point in the round.
and this puts Robert at 6, which was what he was probably hoping for, with a very good chance at advancing to the next round. So we have looks like Josh and Robert advancing.
Yeah, and as we see the other rounds coming to an end, we find that Josh is advanced with 7 points. Robert has also advanced with 6 points. And Roy, unfortunately, just falls short. He gets the win on Ironman, but he needed 1 more point in another game. His 5 points falls just shy of advancing, and he will be a tie for 9th place here at Papa 14. Robert and Josh continuing on. Danielle and Roy, unfortunately, this is the end of their time here at Papa 14. Thanks for watching, and good luck to Robert and Josh in the semifinals.